Hey y'all, so I just want to hop on here real quick in light of everything that's happened yesterday. Um, I used to identify as a conservative, full on. Most of my family is conservative, and now, in light of some issues that I have disagreed with, I kind of backed away from that. I feel like I'm more centrist now. In my early 20s, I was like a diehard liberal. But anyway, I just want to say nobody deserves what happened yesterday. Not Charlie Kirk, not Matt Walsh, not Michael Knowles, not Ben Shapiro, not Donald Trump himself. And am I particularly sad about him? It's horrible because he's a human being. But what I feel most upset about is his wife and kids. They were in attendance. And all I can keep thinking about is his little girl, 3 years old. And when you're 3 years old, your daddy is your whole world. And I think about her sitting there with her little Crocs on, you know, playing on her tablet or playing with a doll and sitting with her mommy, and then hearing that pop, and then looking up and seeing blood gush from her father's neck. In 2021, my daughter was 3. And that was the year, sorry, my kid, Owen's right behind me. But that was the year that Justin had went to prison for 7 months. And her watching him get arrested at 3 years old was traumatic enough. Um, I pray for the mother, his mother, and I pray for the mother of his children. Because how do you pick up and move on from that? How? What do you say? I mean, they have their faith. I'm trying so hard to be serious. They had their faith, and of course, that's got to help them. God will guide them. But how do you keep the faith through something like that? And I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, left, right, middle. Nobody should be celebrating this because violence just does not have a place in our society. What happened to the Ukrainian woman on the train in Charlotte, does not belong in society. What happened to George Floyd does not belong in society. The violence has to stop. And if you are celebrating what happened yesterday, regardless, because trust me, I disagree with that man on a lot of subjects. Matter of fact, just the other day, I tagged one of my more liberal friends in a video that was him on a college campus doing what he did, debating people. But with this particular woman, they were debating homelessness. He was trying to say homelessness is a choice, and she was trying to explain how she works with homeless people. And there was a guy that is just genuinely trying but cannot afford to live anywhere due to the housing crisis. And of course, he was talking over her and trying to say, well, he gets all this assistance, he should be living in an apartment anywhere. Oh, it shouldn't be hard at all. And that's typical of conservative men. They like to talk over women. Another thing that's kind of pushed me away from the conservative side. Um, so yeah, even me, just up until a few days ago. But I don't wish that on anybody. Anybody. I don't care if I hate you. I don't carry hate in my heart. But unless you were to do something like that to my kids, unless you were to hurt my children, I don't wish that on you. And even if, because I wouldn't want to hurt somebody else's children. And that's who we're hurting right now. That's going to be a traumatic experience that probably they're going to carry that the rest of their life. They're never going to be the same. And I look at my kids, and as a mother, I cannot support it. So, speaking of my kids, Ellen wants to make a silly video. Love each other, love one another. regardless of your political views. And I love y'all. Bye.